Thank you for tuning into the Art of Grace podcast. Today's special guest is Crystal Nicole. Listen in as we talk about the power of reset. How you doing, love bug? How's it going? We are having a time trying to get Miss Crystal on here, but listen, we're going to push through. From what I understand, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me just make sure. Okay, Crystal, let me hear you.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
All right. And I'm sorry. I guess my camera won't come on because I don't have enough followers. I'm not a big, TikTok person. So I got all jazzy snazzy for no reason.
Listen, this girl is a bombshell. I met Crystal last year at Jesus Girl, right? In Richmond, Virginia.
Yes, you did.
My old hometown. And oh my God, Crystal, you're just such a sweetheart. And what are the chances that we both got on to this project together? So for those of you who are watching, Crystal was with us, Crystal Nicole. We are co-authors together. We just had a book come out, a women's devotional. It's called The Successful Women's Devotional. I actually have it here with me tonight. And we got on this project together. So when I saw your picture, I'm like, oh my God, this is the young lady who I met in Virginia. And you shared with me a little bit about, we followed each other on our socials, and you shared with me about what you were doing. So we talked about getting together to record anyway, because I wanted to talk to you about your organization.
Yes.
And so here we go tonight, and we ended up on this project together.
Yes.
And so I was, before me and Crystal got on, I texted her last night, and I'm like, hey, can you send me your bio? And as I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my God, I have her bio because it's in the book. So for those of you who are watching, some of you are on my social in this beautiful, successful women's devotional. I'll have some pictures posted on the video once I put it up. It's amazing. And each of us have a chapter in this. We are #1 bestsellers. We went #1 bestselling the very first day through Amazon. Yes. Wow, God. I mean, this devotional is amazing. And so I went downstairs before we started recording tonight, and I ended up pulling out the book. And I opened the book up to find Crystal's page, and it opened right up to her page. Right up to her page. And I was like, God, you know what? You are so funny. You are so funny. You are so funny. And so I want to read a little bit about Crystal so you all can know who she is. And then we're going to get into the topic for tonight, because I'm not going to be before you long, because it's going to be, it's going to be impactful. It's timely. And, as we were praying, I just felt the Lord all in that, and so I know it's going to be so, so good. So for those of you who are watching, we have Tammy who's on tonight, some of our girls who's a part of this collaboration. And actually Tammy B is another one who's a part of this collaboration. So she's another one of the authors that's in the book, for some of you all who've already purchased the book. And each one of these ladies are going to come on within this next month to reset your life, to help you to do a whole reset. So tonight, my very first guest, Crystal Nicole, is going to be talking about reset. But every other woman coming on is going to be talking about something else with that word, that little niche in front of it, R-E. And I don't want to share with you all each one, each lady's going to be sharing and what they're sharing on, because I want you all to be surprised and to hear what they're going to be talking about. I want you all to receive it. And so tonight, I sent every one of them. I had about maybe 15 words that started with re. So I started out with reintroduction or reintroducing. And so each one of them chose a word that started with re. And I'm telling you, it's going to be so amazing. I was doing some research today for me and Crystal's conversation tonight on reset and what that meant in a spiritual aspect. And I mean, I got so much good stuff, but also Crystal's going to share from her heart what the Lord has given her. And so just a little bit about Crystal. So Crystal Nicole is a native of Baltimore, Maryland, a graduate of Morgan State University, and the founder of Dainty and Free Girls Mentoring Program. Crystal enjoys helping and serving others through church and community activities, and has served in various leadership roles in her career as well as in ministry. She has volunteered for charitable organizations such as the National MS Society, a cause near and dear to her heart. She is often the go-to person in many situations for organizing, leading, supporting, and planning, and serves as a confidant to many. From her own life experiences, she learned at a young age the power of overcoming your circumstances. Through Dainty and Free Girls Mentoring Program, she is helping young ladies discover their purpose and maintain dainty and ladylike qualities while leading and excelling in every area of life. Crystal hopes the mission of Dainty and Free will plant seeds in our young ladies and lead them on a journey that will produce positive achievements for years to come. In her spare time, Crystal loves the arts and entertainment, reading, writing, cooking, traveling. So welcome with me, my special guest tonight, Crystal Nicole.
Thank you so much, Farah. It is an honor to be here. I appreciate you inviting me to be a part of this wonderful moment that you're doing in the month of May, and I'm honored to do Reset. I have been through a lot these last couple of years, and I've had to do a reset. Even more recently, I faced some challenges on my job and my career. I am one of the federal workers that has been impacted by some of the recent rifts and things that are taking place. And so I've been in a place of reset and having to learn how to pivot. I have really made it a point to be very intentional about maintaining my joy, maintaining my peace, and also spending enough time in the presence of the Lord. To me, reset, well, the definition is to set, adjust, or fix in a new or different way. But for me, it can mean to start again, or to take a brief pause, or to put a comma instead of a period, because just because you reset doesn't mean it's the end. Sometimes it's the beginning of something new. And so God has allowed for me to reset even more recently. Just as you mentioned in my bio, I'm often the go-to person.
Yes.
And one of the areas which I'm sure you and a lot of the other ladies tonight that are on can relate to is being delivered from being the strong one. Ooh. Oh my God.
Yeah. You know what, Crystal? I love that, because on my video the other day that I posted, I said that it's hard for me to receive because I love to be the giver, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a big part of that, is just, allowing yourself to, in this season, first process what you've just gone through with maybe the loss of the job, right?
Yes.
Now, okay, I have to depend on the Lord. But people are going to want to bless you in this time. And are you open to receive it?
Yes, very much so. You mentioned the book. The book has been selling it's blowing my mind. I'm going to have to order some more soon.
Wow.
Because I only have just a handful of them left. Wow. There have been other ways in which the Lord has just blessed and sustained me during this time. And he is just completely blowing my mind. And so I just give God all the praise, all the glory, and all the honor, for he is a keeper. He is a provider. And in this season, I know him to be my Jehovah Jireh, for sure. Yes. And so being delivered from being the strong one, I don't care what I go through, Farah. It just seems like nobody can see that I'm human sometimes. Oh. And I know it is a compliment to be, a person that's faithful, a person that can be depended upon. But you have to know, when other people can't see it, we have to know for ourselves when to pull back. It's funny how people can appreciate us when we pour out, but when we have to pull back, then they start to feel some kind of way. And so
it's not personal, right?
Right.
I like to get into my own quiet place sometime. I love to speak and I love to get out, but then sometimes I just draw away. Time for me that, maybe God wants to hide me for a little bit.
Yes.
It's not personal. It's just give me that time. Pouring out all day at work, work itself, right, is one thing. Then being a family person, and then you're a friend. But sometimes you got to be a friend to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
And so I've learned that I have to take charge, because ultimately we teach people how to treat us. And part of my reset is prioritizing, even if that means saying no. You don't have to be mean. You can say it in love, because sometimes the idea people may have for your life is not the direction God is leading you in. And when we're overwhelmed and when we're frustrated, that's for me a time where I know I have to take a step back and I have to reset. And reset, again, doesn't mean the end. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It could be a time of celebration where you also have to take a reset. I liken it unto a sports game, be it basketball, football. I'm a big Baltimore Ravens fan. I love my Baltimore Ravens. And there are times where the team may not be performing well during the game. They may run into some obstacles. And I wish my video was working because I have props and everything. So
You know what? It's okay because the Lord has spoke to me about next month's message, and it's going to be on overcoming. So you said something when we started the video. No, I was reading it in the book about overcoming. So you're going to come back next month with me, and we're going to discuss about overcoming.
Okay.
That'll be next month's message.
Sounds good. Perfect. So I have a whistle that I'm holding, and I'm using a game of, a sports game as the example, because when a team is not performing well or they're running into some obstacles, the coach has to blow the whistle.
Yes.
And in blowing the whistle, that reminds me of reset. Because the goal is to win. God wants us to win in life. We are victorious. We are more than conquerors. So just because a team has to take a timeout when they blow the whistle, or they have the ref to come in and maybe call a flag or a bad play or a penalty on something, that's a time to reset and a time to regroup. And oftentimes when you take that timeout, God gives you strategies. If you're playing sports, your coach will give you another strategy, another play, and then you go back in and you seal the deal. And so that's something that God has had me to do in terms of the reset, because I've had a lot pulling on me. Like I said, I don't know what has happened these last couple of years. I'm 45. It seemed like when I turned 40, life got real.
It gets real, right? I mean,
yes.
I think that sometimes, we're coasting, especially, when we're under that, under God's umbrella. Not to say that we're not going to have some hard days, but then sometimes it feels like it's this hard season.
Yes.
It's never going to end. And Lord, how do I get out of this? And, but what is the lesson that he's trying to teach us in that?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
What is the lesson?
Yes. And so everyone's reset may look different. As long as it's pleasing to God, you have to do what works for you. Yes. And I'm very big on maintaining my peace right now, even if that means maybe losing some relationships, or some relationships may have to look a little different now than what they were before, or my commitment level to certain things. That plays a part in my reset, because I had so much going on that if I didn't take a reset, I mean, my health, I was having issues with my blood pressure, and I know it was stress. Yes. So in order to bring that back into balance, we have to look at things as believers other than just our spirit man and our spiritual health and well-being. I hope I'm not saying a bad word when I say exercise, but a lot of us as believers, we have to take our physical health and make that a priority as well, because that is important to maintaining our overall well-being. So, I oftentimes get criticized because I go to the gym very early in the morning. Now, it may be hard to get up and do that, but I feel like if I don't do that early, it's not going to get done. Because there are too many other things that happen throughout the course of the day that, again, you had mentioned on your broadcast the other night about being distracted, and how oftentimes as women we're pulled in so many different directions. So for me, a part of exercising and taking care of my physical health is that I'm also breaking generational curses. I had mentioned earlier, like the stress we go through in life and the loss of loved ones. I've had family and friends that I believe may have died prematurely because of their health condition. And so I take maintaining my physical health as well as my emotional health and well-being seriously. And I'm not saying I'm a health fanatic or exercise fanatic, but I think I do enough, and I do well enough at my age that I'm in pretty good shape concerning.
You know what? We're doing something.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? She just said she goes to the gym at 6 a.m. So this is a couple of our ladies who's a part of the book collaboration. They're on tonight, and you're going to hear from them personally. I love what you're sharing right now. And, I love that your reset is also a part of how your response is, right? So having time to reset, you can respond so negative. We can respond so negatively when something happens to us that's negative. That's considered negative.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to find that part of us to say, okay, why did I get laid off? Or, Lord, okay, so you must have something else. Or,
Yes.
we can be really angry about it. And that all that
Mm-hmm.
does is hinder you spiritually and in your health, right? So it's so difficult to get to that place to say, you know what, I can't let this overtake me.
Right. Yes.
Oh, I can't let this overtake me.
Yes, exactly. And even the foods that we eat. I mean, sometimes it's okay to splurge, you know, but I realize certain foods can also play a part in your mood, your emotions, and how you react to things. So I've made it a goal and recently as a part of my reset to minimize sugar.
Yeah,
Instead of having cake, because I love cake, I love sweets and all that good stuff,
yeah.
I've been doing something different. Now, if my camera was on, I could do a demonstration and show you how I make my parfaits. I just take some graham
Ooh,
crackers and
I
whipped
love it.
cream and blueberries and strawberries because it's just important, when we're not eating the right way or eating healthy and we're not taking care of our physical body,
We can
that
feel
can
it.
make us feel overwhelmed also.
Yes, we can feel it. It's funny that you say that because one of my vices, I hate to say this, is jelly beans. So
Oh.
I'm like, Lord, help me with these darn jelly beans. But you know what? I set intention last year to reset, right? To do a reset. I'm like, Lord, I want to, walk into a new career. I want to get control of my health. I want to have a sister circle, a positive sister circle. And I was intentional about that. And I was able to achieve it, And so I've been maintaining the weight loss, but trying to do it. I'm doing it through better habits and not through the quick fix that I thought I wanted, which was the shot that everybody's getting. And the Lord was like, no, you don't need that. You're going to get your lazy bum up. You're going to go to the gym, go get you a group of people to walk with, And so I had to find those things to help. And
Hmm.
just preparing my own food. I mean, that
Yes.
alone, is just preparing my own food. And so, yeah, I've been intentional with that. But I wanted to read off a couple of things about reset that I had written down. So reset, especially for us, is such a powerful tool for us as women. Psalm 85, verse 6 says, will you not revive us or reset us again that your people may rejoice in you? So this
Hmm.
time, I mean, listen, I know you're having a good time with the Lord right now because, you
Yes.
are having I know you are because I know with me, when I get hit really hard, God shows up even the more.
Yes.
He comforts me in that. And so, I mean, as women, like you said, you feel like you're going through the season. Like, why is this season so long? Why am I going through this for so long?
Hmm.
Then he's there with us in that. He promised us that, so you're going to come out on the other side of this. So this verse speaks to God's ability to restore joy, purpose, and spiritual vitality after a season of dryness, distraction, or discouragement.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I mean, there you go. He's there to get you through this season, and I
Amen.
know you're going to come out. And not only that, I'm so proud of you, Crystal, because you sat and you did this,
Yes.
even in that season, right?
Hmm.
You were able to sit and find that space,
Yes.
and I almost was not a part of this project. I was actually interviewing one of the co-authors, Sephora. She was at
Hmm.
my house, here in my little studio, and we were recording. And she's like, hey, Sarah, are you going to jump on this project? I said, no, I don't have time, whatever, whatever. And her sister was here with me that day, and they was like, you need to get on this project. And
Hmm.
when they left that day, I locked myself in my office up here, which is also my little art room, and I just sat here, and the Lord spoke, and I was able to sit on my laptop in 4 hours and get my chapter done.
Wow.
It just had to take, some encouragement from some other young ladies, and I'm
Hmm.
so happy I did.
Yes.
I'm happy because this is just the start of us working on some new projects. I just read your bio and it said you love to write.
Hmm.
So I cannot wait to see, even in this season that you're in right now, what's going to come out of this.
Yes.
What you're going to write. We're
Hmm.
going to be there cheering you on because, this is just a catapult for us writing our own books, for the most part. And so I'm so happy that I had this time to do this with you ladies. Every last one of you were an inspiration to be on the calls with you all to get this project done. And to now, this extension, this season of Read that we're in, this is if I never knew you ladies from this, we wouldn't be doing this right now, sharing
Right.
together.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's so exciting. So to meet you last year at the Jesus Girl, we were there resetting.
Yes, we were.
We were there resetting. What was one of your biggest moments being together with all those women in a room while we were all there to reset?
Oh my gosh, every year it's amazing. I've been going to Dr. Medina Pullen's Jesus Girl Summit for, I mean, it's been years. I first met Dr. Barbara maybe 2012-ish. Yes, she is.
Big inspiration for us, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And then Dr. Harriet as well.
Yes.
Um,
Can't leave my
my
girl Dr. Harriet out because let me tell you something. Dr. Harriet, I'm not sure she's watching tonight because she is on another time zone because she's out of town.
okay.
When last year, when I asked the Lord to help me to reset, because I had to ask him, Lord, you got to show me because I'm not good at this. Like I'm failing at this. And my therapist, my goal coach, and she's like, Farah, what do you want to accomplish this year? I said, I need to reset. I need to get control of my health because I was putting on the pounds like crazy, sitting at work and just munching. I was lonely. I missed my sister circle that I had. I lived in Richmond, Virginia for 12 years. So for my ladies from Women of Grace who's watching, to have a sister circle as tight as I did for all those years and to come here and not make any connections, like I go to work and come home for 10 years. First of all, that's not even normal for me. And so I just had to ask God, this is something that, I need. And I was at work one evening and I said, I bet you Dr. Harry got something going on tonight, and we both have been living here. We moved here a year apart from each other. And she was inviting me out to do things and, oh, I'm too busy. I got my family, I'm working. And that night I was at work and I said, you know what, I'm going to text her and see what's going on. And listen, she invited me out that night. She was having a women's networking event and I showed up.
Wow.
And that's how that spark, you get that spark back. Sometimes that reset, you got to be around people that's going to help you to reset.
Yes.
Because like you said, we're the go-to people, right? So for me to say, okay, somebody's coming to me, now I've got to be the one to go to them. And in that moment of going to her, and going to be around all these, and I met so many women who I'm still connected with even today from that first meeting. I would have never seen my life as full as I used to be very busy in a lot of ways, especially in ministry, but to reset and God give me everything that I asked him for, last year. And that was how my reset happened. Thanks to Dr. Harriet Roberson. And we've known over 20 years, we've known each other and just both living in the same city, but not seeing each other. And Jesus Girl was a last minute thing. She asked me to go. I said, again, there's these excuses. And she's like, Farrah, we're driving. I'm coming to your house to pick you up. And she came to pick me up.
Wow.
And drove up. And man, and to come back to Richmond and to have all that love in the room. My first Jesus Girl conference, because I had never been to one when I lived there. And so then, meet you and to see all my old friends and just all that love. It was a reset that I needed. I needed that reset. I needed it.
It's a pleasure. It was a pleasure meeting you. You have a very sweet spirit. And I just thank God for connecting us. And I always enjoy myself at Jesus Girl. But one of the things I took away last year in terms of a reset was just learning to be myself and be comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
And I know Dr. Medina is big on dominating in life and dominating whatever industry or field that God has called you to. And so that's something that I am actively working on, just continuing to be a light wherever I go and maintaining the standard and the spirit of Christ.
I love that. I love that. Medina, if you are watching this, I hope that you will watch this at some point. We love you. We saw her a few weeks ago. She was here in Florida visiting in Ocala, little town Ocala. We call it Ocala. And she was out there and she was dominating. She's an amazing minister, loves the Lord, beautiful family, and she's a beautiful person. I love the fact that she's approachable.
Yes.
She's giving. She's a servant. And so she's an inspiration. She's such an inspiration.
Yes. And the other thing that I love about Jesus Girl is the social interaction. That's a part of the reset for me as well, because sometimes, especially in the season that I've been in, you can be so tired. You don't have the energy to even celebrate and do fun things.
Yes.
So Jesus Girl provides that as well. And then I've been trying to work more on my social interaction lately. Like last week, a friend treated me to brunch.
Wow.
And then I went to a candle making class as well. And this summer, I'm going to be intentional about doing some other things like some outdoor festivals and some little small vacations and things like that. So for me, the reset also included more social interaction. I'm an only child.
Okay.
And I'm an introvert. I can get on and do, lives and speak in front of people, but in my heart of hearts, I am truly an introvert. So it's very easy for me to be closed off, not intentionally, but I'm
Yes.
very happy just in my own world. And
Yeah.
so I sometimes, even though I enjoy being around people, because I would be so tired and oh God, there's so many things going on and I just want to take a nap and I want to rest. Like last weekend, I told myself, nope, you're going to get up. You're going to allow your friend to treat you to brunch. You're going to go to the candle making class. You're going to go for a walk. You're going to do this. And that has helped me to reset as well. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
I love that. You said something a minute ago, and I want to just talk, these are a few little talking points. So, resetting is also the extension of that is reviving, refreshing, and reclaiming.
Mm-hmm.
But you said you wanted to dominate. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think a big part of your resetting is you dominating
Yes.
and reclaiming.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that you have asked the Lord for, some of the things that's in your heart that maybe you haven't said out of your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
but you just said every last one of them.
Wow. Wow.
You just said a whole mouthful right there.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. To reset is not to retreat; it's to realign.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the season of realigning, and
Yes.
not that you're not with the Lord, but when you realign in some things, right? Because we do these vision boards at the beginning of the year, and we have these things that we want to do, and we're because that vision board is a way to help us to align, right? And so we're trying to get there. We accomplished this right here, right? But there's so many more things that we need to accomplish. Even me myself, I've been beating myself up about the things that I haven't done that I've said I wanted to do and I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I need to get realigned with that vision and those things that are in my heart so I can accomplish them.
Yes.
I want to accomplish them.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Dainty. I want to hear about this.
Yes. So Dainty and Free is a girls mentoring program. It's for young ladies ages 6 to 11. It's based right here in Baltimore. It's for all young ladies in that age group, but specifically for those who may have parents with substance abuse issues
Oh,
or who
wow.
may be incarcerated or deceased. And
Okay.
so we have quarterly enrichment sessions, workshops, activities, and a lot of fun.
Love this.
Schools stop in June, so we finish school a little later here in Maryland. I know down south, you all, like most of the students, are either out or about to be finished school for
Yeah.
the semester or the season. So June 21st, we're going to do a pool party to celebrate the end of the school year. And we have a certified lifeguard who is going to teach the young ladies some basic swim lessons
I
and
love
safety tips. So while we're having fun in the pool, it's also something educational.
Okay.
And most of the young ladies do look like us. And so I always try to find someone for our workshops that they can aspire to become or be like that person. So, like I
Yeah.
said, we do have a young African American lifeguard who's going to teach them some swim lessons and safety tips. So if anyone is interested, if you happen to know anyone in that age range here in Baltimore, feel free. I'll share our contact information a little bit later to pass the information on, and the ladies or the parents can actually register the young ladies. We've had oh my God, a bunch of activities, and the girls just truly enjoyed themselves. Last year, we did a cooking class at a
Nice.
professional cooking school. And
Beautiful.
the chef taught the young ladies how to make pasta from scratch.
Wow.
And that was really fun. We've also, our first session, which was back in 2023, we had the fire department come in. They talked about some safety things. We had a police officer come in. She talked about anti-bullying strategies and how to prevent cyberbullying and how to protect yourself when you're on social media. We also did a session on table lessons and table manners and how to properly set a table. I kind of feel like my generation was the last of the Mohicans. I'm Generation X, and I feel like a lot of what was poured into me and the people that I grew up with is not necessarily being passed down to the generations coming behind us. And so it's a little old school to teach these things, but I think it's necessary.
Yeah, I mean, you're just setting up, you're putting in a little piece of your puzzle into their life that they can remember. I think that when we teach others things, they never forget you. When you train people, I don't forget the people that train me. I don't forget their names. I don't forget anything about them. You're meeting these girls where they are, for one, and then you have to be approachable if these kids are coming around you.
Yes.
That's another hard part for kids to even want to be around us. We make ourselves approachable, loving, caring, and we have this openness to us is going to draw. The people that are helping you, are they volunteers or?
Well, that's the thing. I would love to have volunteers. I've basically been doing it by myself with the help of my mom.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would love to have volunteers. I mean, typically the activities that we have, I'll just work with like the lifeguard for the pool party in June, and then the chef last year at the cooking school.
Yeah.
So I'll have volunteers from that sense, and then the parents are also very active and involved. So if there's anyone who would like to volunteer or wants to be a part, like I said, it's not virtual as of yet, or regional or national. It's more of a local thing that we do here in Baltimore. But again, we're open to any help, volunteer support that we could receive.
I love this. I love it. That's amazing. I'll definitely, when we're off camera, I want to definitely hear some more about how it started, because I know that a lot of the origin stories are just so amazing itself. Because these kids, some of their parents they've abused alcohol.
Some of them, yes, not all, but some may have parents who may have be deceased. There's a young lady there, her mom is deceased. There's another young lady that I'm not sure what the situation was, but her dad was not a part of her life, and then he became a part of her life again. And one of the activities we had, the mom called and said, I'm going to let her dad bring her, because he just now became a part of her life again.
Wow.
I'll tell you, he came and he participated, and that young lady was all over her dad. You could just see the love, the excitement. You could see the restoration.
Wow.
And so it's been absolutely amazing.
I love that. You created an environment for them to come, to have that safety and to be open enough, and then for dad to show up.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. And he participated.
You gotta celebrate yourself, Crystal. Please celebrate yourself this season. I can't wait to see what's going to come out of the season with you. Looking for maybe a new job, or whatever the Lord has you to do to grow this brand that you're doing with what you're doing with Dainty. It's just going to be amazing.
Yes. It's going
to be amazing. So do you want to share a little bit about your chapter with some of the ladies that are watching tonight?
Oh, sure. So in the Successful Women's Devotional, my chapter is titled The Real Thing. And I mainly, not to give away the book, I talk about how...
Gotta purchase it, people.
Yes, you gotta purchase it, but I mainly talk about what that real thing is.
Okay.
And how it has sustained me throughout the course of my life, and the real thing being my relationship with Jesus Christ. And so how he's just brought me through some very tough and turbulent times.
Gotcha.
So, yes.
Wow. Well, listen, it's amazing. I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to jump on with you tonight. I'm so thankful that we are co-authors together.
Yes.
I'm sure that there's going to be many more projects, because you ladies are amazing. You have been such an inspiration to me. I can't wait until all of us are in the same room together.
Yes.
It's exciting for us to get on the phone together in Zoom calls, but just to be in the room and in the presence with you all is going to be great. It is funny because you said something about yourself. You said that you wanted to just, be more free. You just wanted to be yourself. And being at Jesus Girl last year, I recorded you dancing with Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Tina, and just in that moment of just that was freedom, right?
Yes. Yes.
Not, it does, and that's why I coined these recordings, glitter and grace, because we can have fun and we can still be women of faith, right? And so people have to know that it's not stuffy to walk our walk. It doesn't have to be
Mm-hmm.
stuffy. It doesn't
Absolutely.
have to be stuffy at all. We still have fun. We still cut up. We're still women. We're still girls.
Yes.
So I'm so grateful that you came on tonight, and I'm so happy that we had a chance to talk. I can't wait until next month. You guys have to stick around because next month is going to be on Overcoming, and Crystal's going to come back with us, and we're going to have her beautiful face up on this screen with me. But she has poured out so much. And I just wanted to, in closing, this reset thing is just amazing because now it's just. I'm going to go back and do some more just prayer on it for myself. The reintroduction, now the reset, it all goes together. It just all goes together. And for those of you who are watching, listen, look out for myself and Crystal's content. Look on her page, follow her, look her up on Facebook. I'm going to put all of the details in the description once I get this video up and going. I'm going to upload it onto the other platforms as well as onto YouTube. So I will be making a YouTube video out of this. And we'll also get it uploaded to Apple, Spotify, on iHeartRadio, all the good things. So you all will be able to find this episode. I'll be sure to put Crystal's information on how you can find her on her platforms, how you can reach out to her for her organization if you want to be a support for that, volunteer, sponsor, and just get more information. Or if you want to recommend some young ladies to her, so that way she'll be able to minister to them and they can become a part of that community. And also the book, The Beautiful Successful Women's Devotional. We want you to purchase this book. It's amazing. The stories, listen, my little chapter, I love my little chapter, but listen, all the women's stories that are in this book is just amazing. Every chapter is just full of faith and love. So you want to definitely purchase this book. Like Crystal said, she doesn't have to many more copies left herself. She's got to order some more because these books have been selling out. Thank you so much for you all making us #1 bestsellers because you all did this. You did this for us. You did this for us. You believed in this project, and also you love the content that's in here. And we're going to be coming out with some more good stuff, I'm sure. So listen, tonight, bless you. Let me and Crystal know. Thank you all for jumping into the chat tonight. So many amazing people in the chat. Thank you so much for taking time with us. You will see me again tomorrow night, doing this again with another two co-authors tomorrow, Rachel Machad and Patricia Alexander. They're going to come on and share about their season of Re and what they're doing. Hey, Shay, good night. And it's going to be amazing. So we appreciate you all for watching. And for those of you who are watching, we are praying that in this season, your reset is going to be a great set. And that you're going to come out of this revived, renewed, restored so that you can reclaim all of the good things. And listen, Crystal, we can't wait to hear your testimony.
Amen.
We cannot wait to hear what your testimony is going to be out of this. And I'm so excited to hear that. I'm so excited about it. So for those of you who are watching, we just shared to reset is not to retreat, is to realign, is to reclaim. God's breathing into dry places in your life when you reset. So that dry season is going away. Embrace rest and renewal. Crystal talked about that tonight. Resting, renewal. She's getting her exercise, but she's also getting her rest and renewal as well. And the last thing is that reclaiming, taking back what you thought was lost in this season of your reset. So listen out for us again. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you. And Crystal, thank you.
Thank you for having me. This was such an honor. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for blessing me. This, the message on reset was a powerful one, and I appreciate you for saying yes to me, and all of you for saying yes. And I can't wait for us to do some more stuff together.
Yes, indeed.
All right. I'm a part of your new social circle.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So everybody watching, have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoy Glitter and Grace. Listen, we're women of grace, and we are glittery, but we like to have fun, even though we're faith-filled women. So tune into the next episode tomorrow. We can't wait to talk to you. Have a good night. Have a good night, Crystal.
Have a good night, ladies. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Did you enjoy our conversation on the power of reset with Crystal Nicole? Listen, if you want a copy of the Successful Women's Devotional, hit us up on one of our many platforms.